Well, it was Earth Day recently, and to celebrate Earth Day, there was a really interesting event at Dulwich College in London called the Conservation Optimism Summit. This was organized by the University of Oxford and the Zoological Society of London. Their idea was to bring together particularly young conservationists and young environmental leaders to talk about the success stories. Because, you know, we talk about the doom and the gloom, the crises, the impending problems that we have about the environment. And we know those are true, from climate change to extinction of species. But amidst this difficult situation in this very troubling context, we have some success stories. We have some areas in which we are making progress. And the idea is that we should also be focusing on those, telling the public about those, so that we can celebrate successes even while we're contending with some of the big problems that we're facing in the world. And we thought this was an excellent opportunity to bring together the GESA alumni, that is the alumni of our Global Environment Summer Academy, and to have them tell their stories from Finland, from Hungary, from Japan, from Canada, from Peru, from England, and from other countries, to speak together, even though they come from different disciplinary backgrounds and they're working in different sectors, to share some of the ideas about how we can build a world which is more environmentally sustainable and more socially just. For the panel at the Conservation Optimism Summit, we chose the concept of half Earth versus whole Earth. This playfully took up the concept of E.O. Wilson's book, Half Earth, which suggests that we might be able to put aside half of the earth for nature conservation and keep half of the earth for ourselves. I'm simplifying a little bit, but this is basically the idea. And so we thought about this idea of half earth, and we thought it doesn't really fit with the experiences of the GESA alumni. Let's take the example of Kirsten Forsberg, an alumna who came from Peru. She works with community fisheries and the conservation of mantas. We can't put fish and we can't put mantas away in a conserved area and lock them away from people. People interact with these sea life, and in fact it's very important to have their participation in creating marine conserved areas and other ways of maintaining the equilibrium of different fishery species. We also had Hugo D'Ambrosio from Spain, and he works with the biodiversity that comes into cities, particularly his home city of Barcelona, in which you have an incredible cultural diversity of not only the Catalan people who are from there, but many immigrants from around the world, and they bring biodiversity. Now, these are examples of biodiversity that are dependent on people and how people interact with nature. So instead of half Earth, we considered whole Earth. How do we bring together ways of interacting with the environment that are holistic, that are sustainable, that are good for people, and that are good for nature? Well, I was really happy with the reaction to our panel. We had a diversity of people from different organizations who were quite interactive, and in fact, intentionally, we had a lot of interaction with the audience to be able to ask questions, share their opinions, interact with the people that we Skyped in from around the world. And it was, while small, a very focused discussion, and I think we're very happy with the result.